Yo, what's good people, it's your boy Daggies here and welcome back to another video. Look, I can't believe I'm gonna be saying this, but AI can actually make you melodies for beats for completely free. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly how to achieve that. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. So, I have actually found two AI tools to help you create melodies and MIDIs for your beats. We can actually start with ChatGPT. And now, this approach might actually surprise you because it's not as straightforward as you might think, and you will actually need an integrated development environment software to make ChatGPT actually create MIDIs for your beats. And now, let's get right into it. So for this tutorial, I'm gonna be using a Thani programming software. And in a nutshell, I'm gonna show you how Thani works. So you write your code, is right here, and then you click this button to run the current script. Boom. There we go. And now this is where the fun begins. So we open ChatGPT and we ask ChatGPT to generate a chord progression. And now, as soon as we're done, we ask ChatGPT to generate a chord progression, but we can download it as a MIDI file using Python. Nice. As soon as we got our Python code, all we have to do is copy it, go back to Thani, and paste it here. And now we have this whole script to generate us a MIDI file. So first of all, if you want to change the name of your MIDI file, in this code specifically, we can change the file name here by replacing this thing with whatever we want. However, do not touch this part actually, because this section determines the file type, which is MIDI file. If you want to change the name, you can do it here and rewrite it however you want. Another thing, in this code as well, in the first line, there is from MIDI util import MIDI file. So that means we basically have to install this MIDI util Python library, and we can do it here. Go to tools, manage packages, and right here we can actually type MIDI util. Search on Py, and right here we have this thing. Just click on it, and if you haven't downloaded it already, you can do it right here, but since I have no install button, only upgrade. That means my Python library is up to date. So now, to actually get the MIDI file, let's go back here on current script, and boom, this thing is ready. Actually, before we can get this MIDI file, we have to save this project and just save it here. I already have my folder, which is Python MIDIs. Just save this file as however you want. And now if we run this script again, and now we have our MIDI file, which you can actually use in FL Studio, Ableton, or any other DAW. Now I'm back in FL Studio, and now if we open this MIDI file, which is right here, just accept, and this is our MIDI file generated by ChatGPT. Now let's take a listen. What the fuck? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is not the chord progression you would most likely be using in your beats, but if you ask more specific requests to ChatGPT, or even ask ChatGPT to create chord progressions based on other popular songs, I think you could actually get pretty good results. And now, the other method, which is my favorite one, is with using this one website called ChordSeqAI. This website works pretty much straightforward, so without much introduction, let's get right into it. Alright, so now we're in this website called ChordSeqAI, and this is basically where you can generate your chord progressions. Here is just the metronome mode, here's the playback button, and here are the settings, BPM, and whether this chord progression should be looped. And we can actually start with basically this thing. So we can select our genres and decades, time. I don't know how to explain it. So we can actually create our first chord progression by generating a box for this chord. And when we click here, we can actually see chord options. We can just start by selecting anything. This is our first chord. We can actually tweak it a little bit. And we can add more chords by just simply pressing this button. And now we have 4 chords, which we can select here. So yeah, I just selected 4 random chords. I selected them randomly, but it sounds fairly okay. But yeah, pretty cool. We can click here, transpose by, maybe 2. And now let's take a listen after transposing. Of course, we can add more chords to this progression, but as soon as we're ready to export, we can click here, format MIDI file, and as soon as we hit export, now it's gonna show this in the downloads folder in your computer, so you can just find this chord progression there. Alright, so now we're in FL Studio. Let's pull up our new MIDI file from our downloads folder, and let's take a listen. So, there you go, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to show it by clicking the like button below. If you want to receive notifications for any other videos, feel free to click the subscribe button. Comment your video ideas so that I can make them. And with that being said, see you next time.